My name is Meredith White, and I teach Spanish in the metro Atlanta area. I am also a moderator for LangChat on Twitter, and as we approach ACTFL in about a week or so, I thought it might be helpful to show a screencast video, not just a blog post. There are some really great blog posts out there that give really detailed instructions as to how to follow LangChat, but maybe you're pressed for time, or maybe it's just easier to see it. So I thought it might be helpful to create a screencast video to show you exactly how LangChat works in case you can't make it to ACTFL. We'll miss you in Nashville, but it is still valuable if you can follow along online. And there are a couple of really cool ways to do that. So what I'm going to show you is how to follow the hashtags LangChat and the hashtag ACTFL17, because people who are attending and want to use Twitter and tweet out some quotable things, some just jewels of wisdom that people have dropped and that they've decided to pick up and run with, which is ACTFL is full of. It might just be resources that they want to tweet out. Somebody mentions a great link or a cool resource, and they can quick send that out with a link that's really nice. Those will most likely be stored under hashtag ACTFL17. The vast majority of people tweeting in ACTFL will be sharing things, like I said, they'll be tweeting, so they'll be sharing things via Twitter, but then more specifically on Twitter under the hashtag ACTFL17. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I turned it on Photo Booth because I wanted to not just be like a talking voice, so you could see like a human person. So Photo Booth is going to go away, and what you'll see is just the rest of my screen, so it'll be a screencast. So I'm going to not look at myself anymore, and you should be able to see my screen. Now, what I have open are two tabs. One is just twitter.com. So I just went to twitter.com, I was signed in, and then bada bing, bada boom. If you do go to Twitter, what you'll do at the top is do search, hashtag ACTFL17, and then just hit enter or the little magnifying glass. It's the same function, and you'll be able to follow along. So ACTFL actually has tweeted this year several times the different nominees for Teacher of the Year finalists. Thomas Sauer, because today is the 10th, Thomas Sauer tweeted 2 days ago, just got my ACTFL17 haircut. Now I just have to finish that presentation. I thought it was such a great idea a year ago, which is funny because you do propose sessions to ACTFL about a year in advance. So you got to make sure it's still a great idea and you can still present about it. So you've got different, all different topics, different people, different takeaways. John Cadena was chatting for LangChat. And it shows you when, so 21 hours ago. And his takeaway from LangChat was that he was inspired to do a little more pre-planning as he headed into ACTFL. So if you're not familiar with Twitter, hashtags are basically sort of your theme for the tweet. They can be humorous, they can be actually informational, and what they end up doing is basically creating a hyperlink to anything that is categorized under that. So anything hashtag LangChat, which is all world language teachers from quite literally all over the world, will be categorized under LangChat. So if you ever want to check out resources or check out the discussion that happened, you can browse. You just literally have to type in LangChat the same way we did up here. We typed in ACTFL17. He tagged more than one hashtag, so this particular tweet will show up when you search LangChat and, obviously, as we did, when you search ACTFL17. Genevieve Borello here said, first-time member attending ACTFL17? Come to my sessions in ACTFL Central to learn more about maximizing your membership. It's awesome. What a cool way to get information out there. So if anybody's browsing and going, I wonder what sessions, Keith Toda recommends knowing your learning goals ahead of time, and because it'll make choosing different sessions much easier, which could not be more true. So that is if you looked on traditional Twitter and just did a search. Obviously, you have to have an account. So if you went to Twitter, you'd click Create Account, and then from there, you can search pretty much anything. That's if you want to contribute. If you don't have an account, you can still search. You just can't retweet them, which is basically sort of like quoting somebody, and you can't do anything with the tweets. You can just read. You can just view. So I'll log out and show you what that looks like. Hopefully, I remember my password when I log back in, because my life is a series of just forgetting passwords. They are so secret. They are even secret to me. So here's, whoops, oh, it saves it for me. See? This is very friendly. Okay, so if I don't log in, and I just want to go to twitter.com, I can search here in the magnifying glass. I believe it works the same on your phone. And so it's as if I can just sort of be a voyeur. It's as if I don't even have an account, and you get the same tweets. So there's Keith Toda. I'm going to like his tweet, but it's not going to let me because I have to log in. So you can't like anything. You can't retweet anything. And you can just see some different resources. But that's about it. You can't contribute. But that's okay. If you're just looking for a voyeur point of view, you've got tweets from some of the national, actually, I believe all. I've not seen Caleb Howard on Twitter, but I'm sure he is. But the rest are definitely on Twitter. So you've got the Actful Teacher of the Year nominees who tweet and share resources. Who better to get stuff from than some of the best in the country, and so on and so forth. So that's how you get on there. My preferred medium, my preferred platform, especially during conferences, is TweetDeck. TweetDeck is a form of Twitter, but what it does, and I'm going to log in, so you need that account. I do not believe you can actually use TweetDeck without a Twitter account, so you can't just be a voyeur on TweetDeck. So I'm going to log in with my Twitter credentials. TweetDeck creates several tabs that are customized towards what you want and allows you to follow several threads at the same time. So it looks a little bit different. Here's the regular Twitter screen, and then here's the TweetDeck screen. So I like my tabs to be notifications and then LangChat. And when I get to Actful, and you know what the heck, let's do it right now. I'm going to add a column so that I can follow Actful 17 as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and type that in. Yes, it recognizes it. Now, all of these are going to pop up. So Skolt just tweeted. That was me. I tweeted that from Skolt. Skolt just tweeted out about some blog posts. So there are some resources about getting to Actful and not being overwhelmed and being able to choose correctly. We've got tweets recently, so my notifications are still here. And because my original tweet had Actful 17, anybody who quotes me and retweets me will also have Actful 17. So it'll populate in the list twice. So it's a great way to share cool resources. So if you're at home from the comfort of your couch with an adult beverage and your feet up and maybe a snack, you can sort of virtually attend by just following Actful 17 over here. I like this because, again, it allows me to see several things at one time. So if you also wanted to watch maybe hashtag EdChat, which is a good education one. It's just kind of educators from all over the place. Sharing different resources, podcasts, blog posts, ideas, pictures from the classroom setup. I mean, you name it, it exists. I'm going to take that one off so I don't get too much going on. So I know I'm literally going to have this laptop with me at Actful, and when I go and sit in a session, the first thing I'm going to do is open it up and tweet some memorable stuff. So as they're presenting, if I'm totally digging the session, and like I said, they're just dropping jewels of wisdom, I'll be tweeting them out. And what that looks like is hashtag Actful17 in the tweet, and I'm going to say all of the amazing things that are happening in this session, blah, 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 quote, unquote, so-and-so said that, so-and-so, yada, yada, yada. If they are on Twitter, and I know the presenter is on Twitter, I will tag them as well. So if it's the amazing Paul Gentleman, I'm going to say at Profe PJ3 and bada bing, bada boom. Or if it's a proficiency resource, maybe attributed to Path to Proficiency, there you go. I'll just tag them as well. So you can tag people in tweets, you can quote them, and that's what the majority of tweets will look like during Actful or during other conferences as well, is quotables, takeaways, summaries, and resources. So it's a really fantastic way to sort of feel like you're there, even if you aren't there.